my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. And yes, if you noticed and thought, her glasses look different. They are. I got a new pair of glasses. I have a new prescription. And so I found some of these, they kind of variegated purple to reddish, but very dark. So maybe you didn't notice, maybe you did, but yes, they are different. Our socialites today, we're going to kick off with that. It is this gorgeous Rolling Stone block, and it's called Back Porch, the Back Porch block, designed by Joanna Figueroa, and she's my friend who I'm using the fabric. So this is her fabric that I'm using Rosie to do the whole socialites project. So you're going to go to the Fat Quarter Shop and download your pattern. It's 2 pages this time. Isn't this wonderful? So many of these would be great scrappy quilts. Even with this one, if you didn't want to do the square in a square, you could just do 1 square of fabric in the middle, and that would also be wonderful. But I love the added square in a square in here. Okay. Behind me again is Good Company, and I have seen several of you sharing your Good Company, either the tops or a quilt in progress, or if you don't have either of those yet, you just have your fabric picked out because you haven't been able to actually start the project. That's fine. Show your fabric because everybody likes to see what kind of fabric people are going to use. So be sure you share that, and next week I will have a little quilt parade of anybody who has shared in my Facebook group their project, for Good Company, whatever status that you're in. Even if it's just 1 block, share it because the color combinations are very inspiring to everybody. Next, I have a little tour around my cross stitch because I was doing a little organizing and stuff like that. And even if you don't cross stitch, this is the same kind of process you can go through for your fabric or threads or anything like that. So let's take a spin around. I have been stacking some of the cross stitch. This is like extra stuff I have to wind off, but they've been stacking some of the stuff for future projects, and then I'm going to go and sort the others. Let's take a look. If you keep patterns for quilting, cross stitch, whatever you keep patterns for, I have been keeping the cross stitch ones just like in this bag and then here, and I'm thinking I'm going to sort them so I know what I have, and then I do have a few folders. Let me just go show you those. Plus I have these. Here is a future one. Wendy sent me this I'm waiting for a pattern to come in. Here is one that I want to do some from the book that's in there. And then this is, I believe, an older project that's not started. No, it's not started. That's not started. Nothing in here. And then this is the Halloween that I barely started, which is big. This is a really big one. There you can see what's already been started. Not very much. So let's go back to the other. I'm going to take these and put them by category, and then I'll just show you how I sorted them afterwards. I seem to adore things with bees. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I believe there's at least 2 others. Bees. This is one that's for every month. Cute little things. Some traditional pile. This is a whole pack that are coffee oriented. There's like a whole series by this designer, so that's all in there. I got the swan and the owl from this set. This is a much older one. I had to scout them out on Etsy and eBay. I got the yellow submarine and the octopus garden from the Beatles songs. Some that are stitchery. There's a whole series of books by the Fat Quarter Shop that are all done in these cute little tins. I did the pie one, so that's cute. Then here are all the ones that are kind of under this Quaker style. Sorry, the Quaker style. I really love that style. It's asymmetrical. It is not repeat. It's just as folky. So I have a whole stack of those. This is spring and summer things. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to find one to do for the 4th of July. something small. I don't know. I'm not finding what I really want. That's not small. I have to look here. Then some fall, which I don't have that many, but they're mighty. All this is Christmas stuff. A couple of ones from the sea. And then these from the Tiny Modernist, which are, this one is also kind of the mystical, the moon and mushrooms and stars and things. And then there's a tiny version. Okay, so that is where I am at. I have a lot of Christmas. A lot. Fun, 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 fun. Here I have a note that says download pattern. So I'm going to have to go look for Santa's Bake Shop and see if I can download it. I got the thread. Oh my goodness. It's cute. Little cupcakes. Oh my goodness, so cute. Here's the Liberty. So this is the one I want to do, this bigger one here. That's the designer. If I have a link to it, I'll give it to you. So I want to do that one. So I want to get that started. I don't think I'll make it a pillow. I'll just make it a little wall hanging. And I've got threads and some pink for something else. So there's another one that I bought. That's from Teresa Kogert. I don't know that I'll do that one right now, but this one I definitely want to do. While we're over here for cherished friends, I added in the basket the little yellow, little bit of yellow. I think that's very sweet. And I'll probably add a little bit of yellow, and like I said, I'm going to modify the colors of the star just so they're more balanced. And a little bit of yellow maybe on the dresses. And then on the red house that Wendy and I are stitching together, I did the lower part here, and I know Wendy's working up in this section, and so I thought I would just start a little bit. I'll probably stitch this whole thread, and then I'll take a break for a little while from this one because I have another one with the word Liberty that I want to do. The other day I was rooting around in one of the bags looking for something, and I found another little packet of threads. So I took those apart and wound them up and put them in the cabinet. Crazy, right? So now I want to show you the last two Sew Sampler boxes, and I think everybody's gotten this one, which is the current one. It is their 10th anniversary. Can you believe it's 10 years since Fat Quarter Shop started their Sew Sampler boxes? They are really a wonderful value. You get to try new things. They come with patterns and fabric and notions. I want to show you the box prior because there are some of those available. By the time this video airs, there may only be, if there's any, there's just a couple of these ones left for the 10th anniversary. So I'll give you a peek at it, but they may be gone. So let's first, we'll go look at both of them. So the first one is the spring box, and you know that there's a coupon on the back side of all of these, and you want to always check that. This was the one that's prior. Okay, so inside you get the little guide. Whoops, upside down the guide. This one came with a spool of Aurifil thread in this gorgeous peach color, which you know you can piece with that, so it is very versatile. Machine quilting, piecing, blanket stitcher, applique. All right, the fun thing, there's always fabric, but let me show you the notion first. We got this ruler. This is a really cool size, and it goes for working with like jolly bars, which there's a jolly bar in this box. And this I had not seen. It is to put on the ruler so that you can stabilize and hold the ruler if that is something that you like to do. It comes in this little box. What's on the bottom, you can see you see the papers. These are magnets. So what happens is you've got a magnet that you end up sticking to the ruler, to this. Okay, and they'll be permanent. They'll go on there. And then if you want to use this little holder on other rulers, you just buy additional ones of these to put on your other rulers. That way you can move this from ruler to ruler, and it just leaves the little magnets sitting on the top. And I think that this is great for people who really want a little bit more stability. You can hold on to it. It's a really nifty idea with the magnets. Okay, so what is the fabric for this line? There are boxes left of this spring, March 2026. There are boxes, and I'll link you to the page with all the boxes. Okay, so we have this gorgeous line. It's a pastel, so it feels very, very spring-like. And there's two patterns that are in the box for it. So let me first show you the fabric. I'm going to get a little bit closer in. It is, I don't know, the one pattern, both the patterns are really cool. So they are ones that would be fun to do. Wait, there we go. I want to flip these. So pretty. And there's a white on white for those of you who love white on white. And it's kind of a cream. It's not, you know, white background. It's a kind of a eggshell, you know, a little off-white background. And these little dainty flowers, doesn't this feel like spring, spring, spring? Pale pink. That's not the backside. No, that's a pale pink. Look how pretty that is. And then a few more in the pinks. And then a pale peach. Just really soft color. Oh, look at that pale gingham. And that peach color, that is gorgeous. That would be a wonderful binding fabric, don't you think? And I'll link you to the fabric line as well. So there's words, and the fabric line is called Pastel Prairie. A little bit darker peach. And then with the floral and a stripe. Excuse me. And same colors, you know, get repeated. Now we're on to some pale yellow. This is really nice. Now, again, be very pretty. I really like that peach though for the binding. Oh, green. Look at this soft green, like the new leaves coming in. If you're in my Facebook group, once a month I do a gardening post so that you can post your flowers in your garden, and they have been they were really beautiful this month. People sharing what's coming in their area. And then this is like a periwinkle, light periwinkle, bluey purple with a stripe. Oh, stripes and ginghams, how fun. And then there's a gingham, another gingham. Okay. They are fantastic, fantastic colors. And what is this? Says dandelions, trails, grass, wildflower, lots of sort of gardening terms. Okay, the two patterns that also come in here are this one, and then what comes with the Jolly Bar itself. So you also get that one. So if you buy the Jolly Bar by itself for this line, this is the pattern that you get. And then this is exclusive to the box. I think this would be a really fun one too. Both of them would be fun. This has got like a, and they're good size. This, you know, it's got like a star image the background makes. But this one is 60 by 60. I think that's, yeah, 60 by 60 is down there. And then this one's a rectangle, 52 by 60. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do this one as a sort of, as I do other things, like sew it up as I'm making other things. That might be kind of fun because it looks really easy. Okay, let me show you the other box real quick. Summer Sunset, isn't that gorgeous? And be sure you check the back. This is the 10th anniversary box, so there is a good coupon for this one. It comes with 3 charm packs of Honeyed Horizon. And like I said, there are not many of these, so I'm not, you know, you can go look at this. I'll link to it. It also came with the 10th anniversary So sampler, like cube. These cubes are amazing. I hope that there's still a few boxes you can grab. When this film comes out. This is like a little skirt that goes underneath your, you know, like a little pockets and stuff that goes under your machine. And here are some amazing alphabetties that are just, they're just so cute with the little scissors on them. Oh my goodness, I can't have enough of those. And the pattern that uses the charm packs. Oh, it's so sweet. And this is of course exclusive to the pattern. So if you have been getting these since the beginning, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment, tell us over in the Facebook group. It would be so fun to hear if you have been getting these. They're great for storage. I know a lot of people have used them for storage because you can put projects in them. They're just very versatile that way, and they stack nicely, and they're pretty aqua color. I know a few of you have stacks of these that still have all the stuff in them. Maybe for celebrating the anniversary, you would make one of the projects and take all the notions out so that you can use them. All right, my friend. I hope you will share your good company. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.